Expect a review now! Hey guys, it's the Black Critic Guy, and I'm here today to review the film Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Now, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them follows Newt Scamander, who travels to America on important business, but chose a rather inopportune time to arrive as there's rising tensions between the No-Mages, which is the American equivalent to the phrase Muggles, and the Wizarding World. And it doesn't help that some of the creatures that he stows away in the luggage that he carries have escaped and are now running amok in New York City. And so now he must find these creatures before they cause more mayhem and also deal with the looming threat inside the city. Now I'm about to make a very, very, very controversial statement right now. I was never truly a fan of the Harry Potter franchise. Yes, I know, you're all very disappointed in me. You're probably angry and crying and wailing at your screens, typing really hard on your keyboard saying, "How dare you, Tony? How dare you diss the Harry Potter franchise? How could you not like this amazing franchise? I'm subbing right now." And look, I get it. There's a huge fan base for Harry Potter. I am very well aware of this. People love the series, people love the books, they love the films, they love the characters. Harry Potter was the definitive franchise of my generation. But I never truly felt an attachment to this franchise. No matter how hard I tried, no matter how many films they made, and no matter how many times I saw them, I just didn't care. But when I heard that they were making a series based off of a book that was in the Harry Potter series called Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, no lie, I got really excited. It's the first time ever I was excited for something from the Harry Potter universe. And I'll tell you why. Mainly because we don't have to go to Hogwarts anymore. Finally, we're gonna be going to different places, seeing different wizarding worlds. That's what I wanted to see. And Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, I mean, with that title right there, that already tells you we're not gonna be staying in one stationary place. We're going to go where the Fantastic Beasts are and how we're gonna find them and all that good stuff. I got excited. Not only that, we don't have to follow the usual characters that we followed in the Harry Potter series. Hermione, Ron, Harry, Ginny, and all the rest of them. No, this takes place years and years and years, decades before they ever exist. And we're following a new main character, Newt Scamander. Knew nothing about him, really excited to see what he was gonna turn out to be. And I gotta say, guys, I really enjoyed this film. This is the first time I've ever been interested in the wizarding world of Harry Potter. And it's all thanks to Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. First thing I must praise about this film is Eddie Redmayne as Newt Scamander. Wow! Just wow! Such a great and enchanting performance. He's truly come into his own as an actor. I mean, guys, I was blown away by what Eddie Redmayne did in this film. Because not only did he present us with a very charming and likable character who's basically like a fish out of water in this tale, but he truly captured the idea that I've always had about Newt Scamander. He's the magical world's equivalent to a biologist slash zoologist. He deeply cares about animals, and it truly shows through Eddie Redmayne's performance. There's a scene where he does like this mating dance and mating ritual for a magical creature, and although the audience was laughing at this, I was entranced because actual zoologists, actual people that study the behaviors of animals would do something like this to get the creature's attention in order to kind of bring them closer and make them feel comfortable and stuff like that. And it truly shows the dedication Eddie Redmayne put into this role. He said in an interview once that he wanted to make sure that he didn't screw up this performance. And I want to let you know, Eddie, you didn't. In fact, you exceeded all of my expectations. I am so impressed at the level of detail and attention you gave your character and how layered and interesting he was. He is without question the most interesting character I've seen in the Harry Potter franchise, and you're not even a part of the main Harry Potter franchise. You're a spin-off. If Real School was here right now, I guarantee he would bestow you with the For the Win. But in my book, you would have to share that honor with the beasts that you surround yourself with, as they truly live up to their title of being fantastic. The beasts in this film look amazing, and I love, again, the attention to detail, not only with the way that they look, the way they appear, but also their powers and what they can do, their biology. I love it. I love this sort of creativity. I love what J.K. Rowling has created here. Without question, the best scenes in this film revolve around Newt and his muggle buddy Kowalski as they search for his missing creatures and try to recapture them. They were so much fun to watch. They were thrilling, engaging, full of a lot of hilarious and interesting moments. I would rather that be the entire film instead of adding another subplot where this dark force is threatening Manhattan and some secret stuff is happening. I mean, it's fine, but it's not as interesting as seeing Kowalski and Scamander as they going around and trying to catch beasts. I would rather see that more than anything in this film. And since I've been tiptoeing around the writing aspect of the film, let's discuss it. Now, interestingly enough, this is J.K. Rowling's first ever screenplay, which completely surprised me. I thought she worked on other screenplays before, but nope, only story and character credits. This is her first true screenplay. And I must say, for a first-time screenwriter, she did a pretty solid job. I give her some props. She did make some rookie mistakes, especially when it came to the pacing of her story and how to bring all the subplots together and give relevance to many of the subplots. But I love the world that she crafted in this screenplay. I like some of the dialogue that she wrote for the characters. They were entertaining, interesting, and a lot of fun. So good job, J.K. Rowling. I hope you improve in your screenwriting ability, and hopefully in the sequel, you'll give us some more interesting dialogue. It should go without saying that the visuals in this film are spectacular. From the beast to the world to the magic, the entire feel of the film is, for lack of a better word and extremely cliche, magical. And finally, I really enjoyed a majority of the characters in this film, more so than the characters in the Harry Potter series. Sorry, I had to just point that out, guys. I'll stop beating on that dead horse. One of the characters that truly surprised me was Kowalski. When I saw him in the trailer, I thought he was gonna be that annoying sidekick that pals around with Newt Scamander and he's supposed to be the comic relief and he just says like one-liner and quips, and I thought I was gonna hate him, like, oh god, this guy's gonna annoy the crap out of me, but he had such an interesting personality, a lot of charm and likability to him. I fell in love with him. He's like a cute little teddy bear, man. And Dan Fogler really surprised me with this performance. I never really thought he was that good of an actor, but he did his best performance in this film. He truly sold me on the character of Kowalski, and I liked his relationship with Newt and all the other characters, especially with Newt. I really felt like there was a friendship forming between them, and seeing them go on these adventures and try to find these creatures, it was really entertaining and kind of sweet. Now, I wasn't fully sold on the character of Tina, as she just came off as a prude to me, a stick in the mud that got in the way of Scamander and Kowalski as they try to find these creatures. She's like, oh my god, look what you're doing! You're breaking so many rules and articles! Oh my god, I gotta take you into the wizarding world! It got really annoying really fast. But as the film went on, I started to warm up to her and she started loosening up, and I ended up kind of liking her. I don't like her fully, but I didn't hate her as much as I did early on. And the last truly surprising character for me was Credence. Now, I don't want to give too much away about this character, but I will say, damn. Such a tragic character he was. It was kind of obvious what type of character he was, but the direction they took with the character, I can't help but feel sorry for him. Like, it really hit me right here. But unfortunately, Harry Potter fans, I do have more grievances to share, as I did have many issues with Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. The biggest issue I found with this film, and this was also an issue I had with the Harry Potter franchise, was its rapid switch of tone. Like in one scene it'd be very light and whimsical, fun and charming, and then it would rapidly change to something dark and depressing and moody. I'm like, whoa, give me some time to breathe, man. You can't just go from, hey, everything everything's fine to everything is terrible all of a sudden. You gotta prepare the audience for that. They gotta be ready to experience something that dark. And kind of tying into the abrupt switches in tone was the editing. It was very choppy in this film, both in the action scenes and just regular scenes where characters are like walking about. Like there's this one scene at the beginning of the film where these two characters are about to meet each other in the middle, and they would like rapidly cut between them. And I get what they were trying to do, it looked very messy. And don't get me started on the editing during the action scenes. My goodness, lack of focus much. It really took away from the intensity of the action because I started noticing all these different cuts during the battles, and I'm like, please, just stay on one shot so I can actually be invested into what is happening on screen, invested in the action. When you rapidly cut, it's hard for me to focus as to who's attacking who and what is being attacked or what is going on in the scene. The first act of this film was very clunky, both in its direction and its writing, as they try to introduce so many new characters, so many new concepts, and a new world to us so fast without giving us much time to really take it all in. And that entire subplot pertaining to the anti-witch fanatics, completely superfluous to the story. Now I know what you're all gonna say, Tony, what are you talking about? That subplot was very vital in building up the climax of the film. And to that I say, while I see where you're coming from, if you were to remove that entire anti-witch fanatic subplot, you can still have the climax that happens at the end. The build-up to it was still there, regardless of having those anti-witch fanatics in it. And finally, the villain. Not only was he so obvious, but he's so boring and bland, uninteresting when compared to all the other characters in the film who had interesting traits to them. This character just lacked any sort of flair or intrigue, and Colin Farrell played him so safely by the numbers. He didn't really add much to the character, and I'm disappointed because Colin Farrell is a good actor, yet I didn't see a good performance here. But fret not, Harry Potter fans, because overall, while I did have some major issues with this film, I still really enjoyed and got a kick out of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and I cannot wait to see more of this world and see more adventures with Newt Scamander. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see what J.K. Rowling has in store for us next. And that's why I'm going to give the film a 4 out of 5 stars. I think that it is definitely worth watching, especially if you're a fan of the Harry Potter series. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not the end-all be-all opinion when it comes to Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I would love to know what you guys thought about the film as well. Did you absolutely love it? Is this your favorite film in the Harry Potter series? Or is it really boring and stale? It doesn't live up to the original series. Just kill it already. And let me know, what is your favorite magical world in a film? Comment below, let me know. Stay tuned. We got one more review for Studio Ghibli month before we go on hiatus and start BCG Disney Week, which will be starting in just 2 days, guys. Get excited. I'm already done with about half of the video, so stay tuned for that. And as always, guys, if you'd like to support the Black Critic Guy just a smidge more, why not donate to my Patreon account? The link is in the description. And if you'd like to send me any fan letters, send it to this P.O. box right up here. In fact, before I go, I want to show you guys this. This was sent to me in a recent BCG mail video. I finally have a figurine of my waifu, Yakumo. It's so good to finally have you. But until the next video, guys, if you'd like to see more videos on this channel, be a part of the Black Critic crew, please hit that subscribe button below. Like this video if you really enjoyed it. And I'm Tony II, the Black Critic Guy. Till then, peace, YouTube.